Hey y'all, welcome back to the beginner series for art journaling. I'm Jessie Peterson and I'm excited to tell you more about paper and art journaling and just choosing the right art journal. Woo woo. And I'm so excited to tell you about the art journal that we're going to use for the subscription box with our Let's Make Art journaling subscription box. Ooh. Keenan, I mean, this is so exciting to have this in my hand.
It's got a little plastic sleeve and it just looks so great.
So we worked really hard to develop this because we just wanted just the right journal for you guys. I'm just gonna rip this off. It feels so good to rip it off. We worked with Carpe Diem to develop this. So it has, I'm gonna just do this. It has a nice little cover that says mixed media, and it has the sort of nice smooth mixed media paper with a
super
cream
soft
tone. Yeah, smooth.
Like baby's smooth. Bottom smooth.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's pretty smooth. Okay, so I want to tell you about the difference between watercolor paper and mixed media paper. So first, this is watercolor paper right here. And I don't know if our camera is going to pick up the texture of the paper. I'm going to keep my head back. All these things to remember when you're filming. So watercolor paper has a bumpy surface and mixed media has a smooth surface. Watercolor media is great for water media, and you can get some really great washes with it. And mixed media can work with water media. You might not get the most even tones with watercolor like you do with watercolor paper specifically, but it still works great. And then you can also use dry media with it because it has a smooth surface. So these are good things to know about the characteristics of the two different kinds of paper, and you can kind of choose what paper is right for you. Okay, now I'm going to demo this. So let's just do a little watercolor. And if you've been watercoloring along with our artist Sarah Cray here at Let's Make Art, then you already know what you're doing here. But watercolor, you can just get some nice even washes with that paper like that. I mean,
ooh, drop a little paint in there of a different color and or water and just boom.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Ooh, oh yeah, I just say that because it's my favorite.
So yeah, you can get your blooms and things like that going on with our watercolor paper. Now, you can still use watercolor paper over here with your mixed media, like this. And you can even get some washes going. It's nice, but it will act a little differently because of the type of surface we have going on here.
Yeah, so do you want to bring that to the left a little bit?
What's that?
Your paper?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Can you see that better now? I want them to see it get well.
I just wanted to, I wanted them to be able to see both pages.
Okay. So you can kind of see how that is, and I can even get a little bloom on this paper. It's just not as
explodey.
Yeah, I probably should have used darker paint for this, but that's all right. We're seeing it. See that? See that? So you can still get it.
Lovely.
It's just not as like, I need a sound effect here. I'm not very good at sound effects. Yes. Yes, it's not as like pronounced. So if you're really enjoying watercoloring, you can do a watercolor art journal, and that's just fine. But for all the mixed media things that I want to teach you, this paper is so great because it doesn't buckle under all the things that we want to do. Now I'm going to do a little bit of, this is acrylic paint on watercolor paper. I need a little bit more. We'll do this. And this is kind of a thicker one. And you're still going to see that texture in there, where if we do this over here, it's nice and smooth. And as that dries, you can just keep on layering and layering and adding paint and collage and whatnot. And this paper really holds up nicely to that, which is why I love it. Okay, so when it comes to choosing an art journal, there are a lot of choices out there. There are even a lot of choices within mixed media paper if you decide mixed media paper is the paper for you. I'm going to show you a couple things really fast. I have liked working in this journal, and you guys have seen me show this before. This is a larger journal with nice heavy paper that I've put things on top of and whatnot. The thing about a journal like this is it's a little bit more expensive, and it's larger, which can sometimes be really intimidating. I find myself even being intimidated working in this journal. And so a lot of times I'll work out something that I really like in a small journal, And then I'll come in and do like a third or fourth version of that in this. And then, you know, then I'm okay working in it, but I'm super intimidated by that. So I really wanted something that was easy for you to carry around, that's small. And this size really is a packable size, and the price point isn't like crazy expensive. I also love this watercolor journal that you guys have seen me work in with Sarah. And I like that it has the rounded corners and that it's also really easy to carry around and whatnot. So this is available on our website as well.
We have a big one that's similar to the one you use, correct? Available on our website?
Yes. Yeah, so it looks like this. This is the Strathmore. It has 64 pages. It's got 90-pound paper. This mixed media paper is really just beautiful, nice paper. I really like it. But like I said, it's a little intimidating. And I like, you know, throw this guy around, the corners get kind of damaged. It's a hardbound book.
It makes it look more authentic.
Yeah. You know, you're really showing some wear. Now this is not available for purchase anywhere because it was handmade for me by my friend Robin. This is called a caterpillar stitch. And if you're watching, Robin, I am sorry that I have not drawn in this. She gave this to me when I graduated college. But I have just put paintings in the pages to keep them nice, but I was scared to draw on it because I just love it so much. It's so beautiful, and I just didn't feel like I could do it justice, which is kind of a thing, you know, it can be kind of scary. So you've got to know that whatever journal you work in, you want to feel comfortable in that. And it's funny because I was trying to think of some things that I really wanted you to be able to do, and I just wrote these down really quickly and in my notes. Art journaling is about allowing yourself to make mistakes. That's what we want you to be able to do here. And we want art journaling to not just be about the finishing the page, but about enjoying the process and slowing down and having fun. And so I really wanted to choose a journal that was going to allow you to do that. Just being okay with where you are right now and making yourself a priority. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to create, I'm not going to fret about it. And so that's why I really think that this kind of size and the paper that we've chosen is going to allow you to do that really well. Now, another exciting thing. So there are lots of different kinds of journaling that overlap each other. We've got people in our Facebook group right now that are talking about their bullet journaling, and they're doing a little art journaling in their bullet journaling. We've got people who are doing watercoloring, but now they're putting it in a watercolor journal and they're kind of having fun with that. We've got some people who like planning and are using their planners and making recipe journals. I talked about my mother journal. There's all these things. So I wanted to be able to offer you this in an A5 size that would kind of maybe mix well with any kind of type of journaling that you're doing. And we have this cover, and it has these little bands in it. Now, the rest of the
cover is the plastic or the vinyl, that thing, right?
This is the cover, and it's called
holder?
thank you.
I don't know. Cover, it throws me off.
Yeah, well, it's a traveler's notebook.
Okay.
And this is the wide size of traveler's notebook. Our journal that we're going to use is A5 size, and it fits really nicely into here. We have these little elastic strips. Just kind of clip it into there like that, and then it's secure. It's not gonna come out. And then you have this band that you can kind of wrap around it. I like it a lot. Kind of keeps my journal nice, and then I can carry these other things around. Like this one I've been using for meal planning and throwing in some recipes that I want to remember, like cheese grits. You know, it's important. I have this one I kind of use as a sort of brain dump, all the things I've got running on in my mind, then I can write it down, and then I can go back in my planner and my bullet journal and, you know, prioritize as I need. And I can keep my art journal with me with all the special things that, like, I'm thinking about, quotes that I'm trying to use to inspire me, things like that. So I think you'll enjoy having a cover if this is something that you like the idea of. You could even use a couple different art journals specifically in here and just carry those around. Like, I have the mothering journal that I'm working on, right? And I could be bringing that around with me with, you know, the other art journal that I'm using. So, make sense?
Yes.
So, we also have this one available too. It's blush.
Blush.
Yeah, and I'll just open this up really fast. You can see that.
We'll just say peach skin flavor.
Does it look a little peach?
I don't know. I think so.
It's called Blush Speckle, so I didn't make that up. That's what they called it. Carpe diem. Fabulous.
Adorable.
Fabulous. And it comes with a notebook in here that just has blank pages as well. And then it has the pink straps. So it works really nicely with our mixed media journal as we have been demonstrating here. I hope this answers all your questions about how to choose the right journal. So glad that you joined us. If you have your favorite kind of journals that you're wanting to share with each other or whatnot, we have our Facebook group, Let's Make Art Journaling, that you can check out, and we'll have another beginner series for art journaling all about facing the blank page, and we'll see you next time.